You've used up all your timers, and you finally died. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back. I'm Supreme Verdicts, a practicing attorney by day and a magic strategist by night. After a long day of working on the rule of law, I come home to master the laws of magic. We are jumping right into a draft. We have, oh, wow, with a couple incredible, just banger cards right here. We are doing a Final Fantasy draft. It is currently the Proto Tour. I hope you're watching and enjoying it. Shota Yasuoka is currently like 5-0, I believe. I don't know, I have not caught up from last night, but that's okay. We have a Chroma's Will here, 4 mana instant. Choose one. You may choose both instead if you control commander. So it's choose one. Creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until the end of turn, or creatures you control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from each color until end of turn. It is effectively an overrun effect. It's fantastic though, what a combat trick. There's also a lightning army of 1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player until the next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. We're going to go with the Chroma's Will over the lightning, specifically because this is a singular color card as opposed to a gold card, and that just makes it easier for us to then go into something like green-white versus requiring to go into red-white. I like Chroma's Will a lot. This is a really strong combat trick. What is this? Noctis. I still don't know these cards. Esper. You may cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition to its cost. Meh. Probably not that great in limited. There are some self-mill effects. Thief's Knife. Whenever it deals combat damage, draw a card and is a rogue. 3 mana 2/2 though. Final Days is pretty good. Is there a black-white deck we could do? Sacrifice theme situation. There is a Zidane, gain control of target creature. That's not bad either. I think the strongest card in this deck is also a Lighted Judgment here and a Magitech Infantry weapons vendor. The strongest card in this deck is probably Final Days or Zidane. So I think we'll go with the Final Days here. I'm not sure if black-white is where we want to be for Final Days, but this could make a lot of tokens if we play our cards right. Haha, play our cards right. And that pairs well with the Chroma's Will to give them all double strike. Ancient Adamantoise. This is a fun card, but it is triple green, and that's not currently what we're doing, nor is this, I think, worth doing. Let's keep looking. Quistis Trep. When it enters, you may cast target instant or sorcery from a graveyard, and mana of any type of spell can be spent to cast that. That's really good. You can use your opponent's removal spells or reuse one of your own, with the Titus Blitzball Star also in here as a very good blue-white card. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on it, and when it attacks, tap a creature. So I think we'll grab the Quistis here. Again, single color card. We're still figuring out what's open, but it's looking like we'll be an Esper at the moment. I like that green card. There's another good green card, but White Mage's Staff would be a great pickup, or Titus here. Dark Knight's Greatsword, +3/+0. Equip is 3 life. That is difficult, but understandable. Sandworm can be decent. Eden, okay. Nothing incredible here. The Dwarven Castle Guard can be good if we are in the black-white sacrifice deck. It is a 2-drop. It fills that niche that we're looking for. Although 4/1, this plus double strike does sound pretty good, and I feel like we'll pick up more Dwarven Castle cards. I'm not sure if that's better or if Black Maid's Rod is. I'm tempted to go for the Greatsword, although the Castle Guard does work with both of our other cards before, so we'll grab that actually. We'll see if I mess that up entirely. We have Garnet. Whenever it attacks, you may remove a lore number. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what we're doing right now. Here's another token generator for our Go Wide, a Chroma's Will plan. But an Albed Scavengers has got to be the right card for a black-white sacrificey deck. Whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. We do see an Ether for going for blue stuff, although I think this is more of a win more card. Exile this to add a blue and then copy the next instant or sorcery you cast. Magic Damper is fine. Let's go ahead and grab the Albed. Aerith Rescue Mission, also a consideration there. Tonberry can do a lot, but I like this removal spell here. Ring of the Lucci. Oh, cool. This is a ramp. That's fun. This is also decent sacrifice outlet, but I like picking up removal here. We don't have any currently, and always good to grab the first one. Ideally, Tonberry or Ahriman will make it back, although they're both really good cards. I'm nervous we're not sending a great signal here, but we can cut white for now. Black Mage's Rod, another one. I think that card's okay. Clive's Hideaway. Oh, 4 or more legendary creatures in order to play the Hideaway card. Not great. Chocobo Kick this is a very late Chocobo Kick. It's a very good card. Green might well be open, but I do like what we're building right now. I'm kind of a fan of this. We'll grab the Black Mage's Rod and see what happens. Is there a world where we go into white green or green black? There is, isn't there? Let's grab the Chocobo Kick. There's a small world where we pivot. Crystal Fragments is alright. Magitech Infantry is also decent. Whenever this creature enters, lose a life, make a treasure. Whenever this creature attacks, we sacrifice another creature. This has got to be good in our deck, but I don't think it's going to be good in a lot of other decks, so I feel like it's something we can hope will come back. Now, I'm not sure quite yet which of these will end up being better for us. I have a feeling that we're going to want to grab some infantries. That's just a gut, though. We have Cloudbound Moogle. We also have the Vincent's Limit Break. Kind of looks like we're going into the black-white. Moogle is good. I like the Limit Break too. I think we'll grab Moogle just because we're heavier on white at the moment. Light of Judgment make it this. Some weird signals in these packs, but we'll stick with Weapons Vendor because that's still a good card for our white deck that we're currently building. And there we go. Our black. Interesting. We're going to grab the Instant Ramen here because it does trigger a couple, our Albed Scavengers, as well as our Namazu Trader. Don't think we're going to be playing it. I'm hoping we'll find something a little better, but we'll see. What is this? Gix! Oh, wow. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one or more of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life. If they do, they draw a card. We're gonna get a Gix here. That's pretty great. What's the Darkness Crystal? Okay. 4 mana, black spells you can cast cost 1 less to cast. That's fine. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it and you gain 2 life. That's not bad. 6 mana, tap, put a target creature exiled with the Darkness Crystal onto the battlefield tapped under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters. Okay. Steal one of your opponent's stuff for 6 mana, but you have to kill it first. Gain a little bit of life on the way. The life gain honestly offsets how slow this is, but Vanille also here. I think we're very happy to take Gix and hope to then wheel White Mage Staff or Instant Ramen. There are some other decent cards, Dreams of Laguna. Is this Counterspell? That's hilarious. This set's so fun. Rhino and Rude, whenever it deals combat damage, exile the top. You may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, you may play the exiled card this turn. Let's get rid of the Magitech Infantry because we're not currently playing it. It's a 2/1 Menace. It's got to be better than the 2/2 Rat, right? The 2/2 Rat will probably wheel. Or do we go for red-black Splash? We saw a little bit of red towards the end of the last pack, but it wasn't anything incredible. You are not alone. You're not alone is fine. Saves not Nuliths is fine. Let's try out Reno and Rude? Reno. Probably Reno. Reno and Rude. Hope that the rat makes it back for us. Van Street Thief. Scouts, Pirates, or Rogues deal damage. Exile top card. It's worse Ragavan. You may cast it if you don't make a treasure. And put 1/1 counters on stuff. We'll grab another Fate of the Suncrest here. I think this is something, I mean, if we're just looking for removal in general is going to be a part of building the deck. We're going to want more 2-drops because we're pretty heavy on 4 at the moment, and I think this is going to be a little bit more of a go wide type deck strategy. We'll grab the Fate of the Suncrest, Ultimecia, that's fun. Rydia is fun. These are both just very good multicolor cards. Not in our colors, of course. any consideration for blue splash? We don't have fixing for it currently. And her second ability would kind of not work. I'd almost rather the ice magic in that sense. I think we'll grab fight on here. Or should we stay open still? Because the ice magic's a good card. And the ice magic, we could definitely splash if we're splashing like Quistis. And we'll hopefully get a fight on later and be rewarded. Let's do it. Let's grab the ice magic just in case, because there's a retrieve. What is this? 5 mana, 5/5 indestructible. Each player sacrifices half. I mean, okay, well now we're going straight into black. Let's start getting some fixing. That's way more fun. Relentless, that's fine. The rat is, again, okay. I mean, we gotta take it, right? Zodiarch, Umbral God. Are there exile effects? Yeah, there's the crystal that we're looking for right now. We're just gonna have some fun in this set. We can grab the crossroads. Some good blue-green cards here. Wow. There's the Golgari card is just open. Has green been open this whole time? We noticed a couple signs that it might be. I don't think we want that quite yet. I think we'd rather grab the Crossroads Village in case we do go with a splash situation. We're staying a little bit open here. Vincent's Limit Break is one of the cards that I was looking at. We desperately need more creatures though. We have been completely cut off from white this whole pack, it feels like, after our Fate of the Suncrest. We'll grab that though. Okay, there's a white 2-drop. That's kind of something we sort of needed, just to make sure that we're able to get in and have our Gix turn online. It's unfortunate. I mean, none of these cards are particularly high quality. The packs might have not been too good at this point. Dreams of Laguna in here, if we are going with this blue splash at some point. Sandworm is also doing okay. I like the instant ramen. I just don't know if we're really going into this full... Sorry, Final Days is also artifacts, right? No, let's grab instant ramen. We're just playing some kind of combo. No, Final Days is just creature tokens, excuse me. Well, that makes it much worse. What do we want to cut? None of these are going to be worth playing. Let's cut the towns. Rise of the Luchi. Whenever this creature dies, create a treasure token. What's this exile stuff? Not the end of the world. Versus ramping into cards we don't have. Okay. Wow, green. Red, green, wide open. Let's continue passing that signal along. Wow, we did not get back some of the things we had hoped would wheel in that pack. That's unfortunate. Okay, Vane's Treachery, Ahriman, Overkill, Summon Primal Garuda, and a Weapons Vendor. These are all, and the Insomnia. This is a good pack for us. There's also a Jumbo Cactar for anyone who is really trying to make the dream work. Currently, our deck is lacking some playable creatures. Yeah, this is pack 3. Well, this has to be a good pack for us, or else we are going to need to splash in some capacity or just play some lower quality cards. I think the Overkill is fine. I want the Ahriman to make it back and the Vane's Treachery, but this has not made it back quite yet. I know it's part of the plan, but I'd almost rather just go with like decent beatdown situation. Whenever you would gain that much life, creatures you control gain life, flying, and lifelink. That's good. We have a 4 mana win the game card though. And ours happens instantly. So I think here we've got to go... We have a green splash, right? We do have a green splash versus the Paladin's Arms. And we can hope that the white wheels its way around. Yeah, no consideration for these double red cards. No, let's just grab the cards that are good for us right now. I've been greedy. I've been getting a little greedy. Cecil? Well, we gotta grab Cecil. Toneberry as well. Yeah, let's grab Cecil. Another Fate of the Suncrest. some very good white and black cards making it their way to us. We just haven't been able to get it all together quite yet. We desperately need some more 2-drops. Like, actually desperately. We do have, what? Overkill as a removal spell. 2 Fate of the Suncrist and kind of a Vincent's Limit Break. So we're doing okay on removal. We really need some more creatures just to like be able to attack, and we're not currently doing the game plan of whenever things die. Yeah, we never got back any of those rats. That was pretty disappointing. This one's not bad. 3/2, each player sacrifices something. We can make sure that we don't need to sacrifice anything too bad. We do have Namazu Trader sacrifices. Alright, let's grab the 4-drop that we haven't played with. It's an uncommon at least. Let's try that out. Yeah, we're not going for green splash currently. We need to see if that makes it around. Otherwise we could pick up those things later. Summoner's Grimoire. Job select. Creature's a shaman. Whenever it attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If it's an enchantment, it enters tapped and attacking. That's cool. I think Toneberry here is fine. Weapons Vendor. It's 4 mana. Whenever it enters, draw a card. How many equipment do we have? None. 1. We have 1 equipment currently. So let's grab the Tonberry. I would like a few more creatures. Tonberry is quite annoying on our turn. It can attack consistently. Yeah, we're not particularly defensive deck. This is fairly aggressive. And then of course our 5. I don't know if we're gonna play that. We gotta see how our mana looks. What is this? Deadly Dispute. That's pretty good. Sacrifice card. Yeah, we almost went blue-white at the beginning. Do we have enough creatures yet? We don't. Should I grab the Paladin's Arms instead? Probably. Probably. Yeah, we have a decent amount of instant speed tricks. Oh, never mind. Decision was made for me. Nice. Dwarven Castle Guard. I want the second Tonberry, don't get me wrong. I think we need the 2-drop more, which hurts, but we're going to go for it, especially if we're trying to be majority black here. Let's see, we probably wouldn't be, yeah, without mana fixing, which we'll see pack 9 will if we wield the town that we're looking for. But without the mana fixing, I don't know if we're going to be able to play Zodiark. Yeah, a lot of speculative picks. Okay, Kane. That player gains control when you do, if you do. Great. I mean, it's not incredible, but it's like a fine blocker for now. You know, we also are lacking playables. There we go. Oh no! I think we give up on the dream. We go with the cards that are going to be good. If anything, we can go for a green-white splash, maybe. Versus a Cloudbound Moogle. We should just grab the Cloudbound Moogle. Yeah, okay. I'm being responsible. I hope you're all enjoying this. I'm actually being responsible with my draft picks. I know. It's rare. It doesn't happen all the time. Deck's pretty much built, though. Okay, we'll have to make a cut. Deck is pretty much built, though. Yeah, Magic Pot's no longer going to be in this. The question is, do we put in an instant ramen? I don't know. My gut's telling me not to. My gut's telling me it's just a filler card. In the sense that... God, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Ugh. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. We do have an okay amount of removal spells here and there, just some base. So the plan is to play some kind of crappy creatures that have a few sacrifice synergies. Don't know if we need one of these extra 4-drops, to be completely honest. And then win the game just by overwhelming with Blessing of the Oracle, Final Days, or just good, consistent beats. That's a fine plan. That is a fine plan. We will likely be doing 16 lands in this deck. We have 2 land cyclers. I don't want to go below 8 planes, though. Even with most of our... Oh, here's Crossroads Village. Now we can go below 8. We have only 1 equipment, so this weapons vendor is not looking particularly strong. I like 4 mana draw card, but probably more than the Namazu. Yeah, right. And our 1 equipment Paladin Arm, it is equipped 4. Yeah, let's cut that actually. I like the 4 mana draw card. And this is a sack outlet, but we're not currently going hard on the sacrifice plan, and we have a couple other methods of sacrificing, quote unquote. We also want to prioritize our cheaper creatures because we do have a Gix. Is the Cane worth keeping in here? I don't know what I want him to do. Maybe we drop the Cane? Cane Trader's Dragoon. I'm thinking it just plays out as a flying blocker, and then when we need to make the treasures, we can. They are tapped. Additionally, it does help Cecil. Let's try it. Is that crazy? That might be crazy. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. I think the deck's pretty decent. It's not incredible by any stretch of the imagination. We are sorely lacking, I think, some of our early game plays. They're a little bit weaker. Our sacrifice sub-theme is not quite pulled together. However, we do have a couple of just absolutely incredibly powerful cards that should be able to carry us to victory, as well as just a good removal suite. Basic nuts and bolts limited deck with a couple spicy, who knows if this card's any good, thrown in there. Maybe we'll trade Cane out for Zodiark at some point, just to really go ham and see what happens. I think the deck's going to play fairly well, and I'm excited to jump into some games. Achromas, will you please remember to like and subscribe? This hand is playable. Is it good? It's playable. We did not get the White Orosite. That would have been a very good removal spell just to have. A couple of the Vane's Treacheries also I think would have been nice. Yeah, we didn't get the sacrifice synergies to come together. I think this was a contested archetype, and yet the black was flowing. We'll go ahead and keep. We have a 2-drop into a 3-drop, and we get an extra draw towards our 3rd land. Even better. Wow. Only thing that would have made that better is if we went first and, I mean, had that, but you know, doing our best. We are curving out onto our opponent. Interesting. Okay, it's just a pay 1 to tap. Wow. Opponent's got a Towns deck. That's kind of fun. Do I swing in with the Castle Guard to try to trade? I guess not yet. I mean, if opponent chumps here, that's okay. We're just going to keep building our board. That way we can hopefully get some death triggers if we get I'll bet Scavengers. There's no need to trade this and then still just have a 1/1. Likely they'll play something a little bigger anyway. We're getting to that point of the game now that it's turn 4 for our opponent. Still, okay. Are they curving? Why would they play the planes instead of try to fix their mana? If you're playing towns, green is usually one of the base colors for it. White Orosite. Here we go. Taking the Paladin's Arms. That's so fine. That is... We love to see our opponent use a removal spell on that. So I guess here we want to attack. No, we still don't want to throw away our creatures. Let's go ahead and plane cycle. And throw down Cecil. Cecil's an interesting card. We are going to lose a lot of life very quickly. But that's how it goes. Okay, we're at 20. Yeah. Let's stack. Opponent is playing fairly slowly. Again, yeah, they prioritize getting rid of that Paladin's Arms to remove pressure, but because of that, they were a turn off from curving out consistently because they've been lacking green. Next turn, they will have 2 green sources. So I'm getting a little bit nervous. Fate's Chosen would have been a really good card in this deck. The 7 mana, make 4 2/2s, put a 1/1 counter on your other creatures. That would have that really would have sealed the deal, I think, for us. In black-white, just to create a bunch of tokens, mass overrun type effect. Although I think we have the win here if we top deck Chroma's Memorial, or Chroma's Will, excuse me. That card is silly. What is it? Creatures you control gain Flying, Vigilance, and Double Strike, or Lifelink, Indestructible, and Protection from each color until end of turn. Wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, that's a very strong card if they can get the mana for it. Whenever they cast... Here we go. Now they're going to start generating all sorts of... Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn, and they can pay 7 mana and tap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana currently. 7. So next turn to exile target non-land permanent. Oh my. Activate only as a sorcery. So I think we need to keep up our 5 mana this turn. After all, we are going to want to be able to destroy that after they sink the mana into it. So let's go ahead. Let's name white here, because we currently have more white cards in hand. Actually, that'll cost less. Could have played out the curl. It's good to know. Issue is there's a few things I want to destroy on this board. This is if 1 or more tokens would be created under control. Those tokens plus a 1/1 green frog creature token are created instead. Have we seen token generation? We have seen Furion in their deck, and that's it for token generation so far. Yeah, the board has stalled out quite a bit. Unfortunately, we're telegraphing, I think, to opponent that we have a removal spell. What are they doing? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana. Did they play it? And that they've already played their land for turn. Do I use this to destroy the town greeter? There's no way. We let this go. We let that go. I would love to blow him out, but we let that go. Yep. Mill 5. Okay. Slash of Light and Esper Origins. They can flash back it to reveal a top card, and it's an overrun effect. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. How many lands do they have in their battlefield, in their graveyard? They do have 2. Which they'll get to use next turn. Okay, things are not looking great. Opponent went from a rare into a rare. We're just going to go ahead and destroy that, because that's pretty scurry. Nice. Vincent's Limit Break. We can just make something a 3/2 and then bring it back. That's kind of fun. The issue is I also want to be able to kill that whenever it gets in there. I kind of want to attack with Cecil, because they're going to be incentivized to double block there, at which point then I could just Vincent's Limit Break and kill both of those things, or 1, 2, 3, or with Namazu Trader. Let's Namazu Trader. We're going to Surveil 2. Let's get rid of that. We can keep a Cloudbound Moogle. This is fine. Opponent's gonna chump. No problem. And I think here we're just gonna pass, because we're gonna want to keep something in case they do manage to. I mean, they have currently only exile effects. So let's play out a creature. We'll go down on our trick. That's okay. Wow. That's terrifying. Opponent is not using the tap ability. They know we have something. That's really rough. Been the Fang Bear too? Okay. At least they're playing out their legendary cards, so Venat, Heart of Hidaeln is not as helpful here. Yeah. We keep holding up this trick. They keep just getting value. This hurts. This hurts a lot. Yeah. Okay. And now they have another, whatchamacallit, death touching something or other. There's also the diamond weapon. Well, that sucks. I could tap down the Fin, or I could tap down the diamond weapon. Regardless, this is going to give their creatures +2/+0 and trample. And then we'll just die from Cecil's ability. We are not in a great position, especially because they're going to get to draw another card next turn, but we also have an 8/8 coming at us. Well, we can always tap that on their turn to buy us a little bit of time, and I think that's currently the plan. They're going to get to draw another card. They've gone through 13 cards in their deck. Okay, maybe we're now on survival plan. That's rough. Yeah. They'll be returning lands, looks like. This is difficult. This also is just to exile. It's going to happen no matter what. And now the Grand Pulse Ochu. Yeah. Alright, we're in a bad spot. We're in a very bad spot. No matter what, this is going poorly. Uh-huh. Okay, well now we need to kill the summon. I think we're just dead. I don't know what we could top deck in order to win. But I think we're just dead. This is too much. Too much indeed. Before combat, we're going to want to tap down the diamond weapon. But we're not even going to be able to kill it on the same turn. And then next turn, we're going to have to kill that. So we're going to do this. Because it's a non-enchantment creature. And we can't tap down the enchantment creature that's going to be what kills us. They have enough mana they can still do so much next turn. Let's see if they attack, / how they attack. Oh my god, if they attack with the summon, we'll be quite happy. If anything, just to trade it off. Looks like they might get in with Finn. That would also be funny. Ideally, we can just use a limit break here in order to kill something, but not have to worry about losing our removal spell. Because the plan is next turn to untap and Fate of the Suncrist their Esper Maduin. That way they can't get trample and everything to demolish us. No matter what, they'll still be able to exile something, which is quite rough. We should have killed that to begin with. I thought it exiled it under it, or that we could stop the trigger, but it would happen anyway. That's a misplay on my part. Reading the card does indeed explain the card, allegedly. Okay, they are passing to end step. I think we cycle now for planes. We just... That is no longer a helpful card. I'd almost rather have more mana. They're gonna bounce the land back. Don't bounce your tap land. Oh. Cycling. Smart. And is opponent gonna cycle right now? No. Presumably not. That's something. Do they only have one enchantment creature? Oh. Oh, that's too good. I mean, that helps me. They have that one enchantment. Okay. I mean, that helps. Can't do much still, but let's do it. That actually works out really well. Okay. We can spend a little bit less mana, so we can still have our tap down effect. Each player sacrifices an enchantment. We don't have to sacrifice anything. And they have to get rid of their one enchantment. Yeah, they're going through and double checking just like we are, but I didn't think it would give them the option. Did I mess up somewhere? Would it not automatically? Got it, the cycling in response. For an instant speed enchantment. Perfect. Next, no attacks currently. We are in dire straits. 10 turns of them drawing cards still. I don't know what we could draw. We're slowly but surely dismantling their board, I hope. The Grand Pulse Ochu, the Zel Dinkt. And of course they can still Venat in order to exile something and create an indestructible... Oh my god. Yeah, that's still just like such a problem. And then it's indestructible and we can't do anything about it. They should just flip it. I don't know why they haven't flipped it. If they let us untap and we can then destroy it at instant speed, yeah. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Wait, they exiled their own token? That's a misplay. Or opponent's just toying with us. Opponent's having a grand old time. They exiled their own creature. I mean, we're still dead. We have nothing to get rid of this monstrosity. Overkill, I guess. Yeah. Okay. It has indestructible now. Great. Doesn't have trample, but has indestructible now. Oh, I went to... Shucks. That was a misplay. God. I mean, maybe we can win on the return? I don't know. If we were... we're in so much trouble right now. We're in so much trouble. Can't trigger this. Can we win on the return? Okay. This costs 8. This gets +2 +0. So I'm taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. +8. Okay. So we do gotta block a bit. We'll block there. We'll block there. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can swing back for 14. So then we can still do the 2 from Cecil. 2. Yeah, let's do it. Does opponent have a way to give trample for 1 red mana? Oh, lightning bolt. Crap. Oh no! Are they gonna lightning bolt me out? I could have blocked there and I mean what? Ah no! Are they gonna kill a creature instead? There's no way. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. Is it lightning bolt? Thunder? Direct damage to my face? Because if you can do that, Cecil will kill me. I need to kill you this turn. Okay. Nothing. Nothing from opponent. Return a land. I don't know why they held that. Are they toying with me? I can't even tell. Okay. I can pump this for 4. Nice. We can make something a 7/2. Let's attack. 3. I mean, let's just go for it. We gotta. Decline. Okay, let's make this into a 7/2. What you got, opponent? I mean, I presume some kind of removal spell in order to stop us from being able to cheese you out like this. Come on, Big Surgex. If you've got it, you've got it. And if you don't, then we're about to win. Opponent, you've used up all your timers, and you finally died. Oh my lord. Alright, Vincent's Limit Break. Matsushi. Alright, we go first with a Tonberry. And we saw how Vincent's Limit Break played out last time. Here that card's pretty decent. That's cool though, you can use it as a combat trick, but as well as it coming back. I like that a lot. That was that worked well. Might have to play that in other decks too. Pass. Kinda wanna, I'm tempted to. I know I shouldn't. There's no need to, but I'm quite tempted. Darn, and no land. This is when Reno and Rude. Don't want to sacrifice anything though. We don't have any sack fodder at the moment. Maybe this card is not good. I don't think it's I never thought it was great to begin with, but we do need 2 drops. The Boros deck is doing better than we are right now. I'd love to draw, there you, a land, just so we can now kind of at least have a blocker after this. Let's get in there. Exile top card, decline, and we'll go ahead and play our scavengers. Okay, attacking creature gets menace. Equipped creature, that is, which is fine. We are not going to trade our Albed scavengers quite yet. I would love to draw 1 more land so we can just make them sacrifice their token. Opponent is representing a trick. The blocks. I did not like that. I do not like that at all. We're just going back and forth trading blows. And yet, decline. We're going to end the turn. This is when it attacks, it deals damage. Equal to the number of equipped creatures. Currently just 1. They're going to attack in again with the item shopkeeper? They are. I'm tempted to take the 7 here and instead just limit break. I think that's what we're going to do. That's fine. We'll go ahead and Death Gigas. Opponent still has 3 cards, but we're gonna gain a little bit of life. We can kill the Barrett Wallace. Gale Cat, that could be dangerous. That can be dangerous. Definitely just gonna go ahead and attack though. I'd like to this, but I don't think it's worth it right now. We'll hit in for 4. Fortunately, not on a 2-turn clock quite yet. That's a cool card, but don't want to quite do that. We could sacrifice a Tomberry to drain them, but that's not really worth it right now. We need to keep up the pressure. We're down to limited cards in hand, but we've been stuck on lands. Our opponents have been hitting land drops. Does opponent have a removal spell? They have the plains, and the white Orsite would bring us down to 1 right now. That would be terrifying, actually. Did not think. Gale Cat is kind of innocuous, huh? Okay, Magitech Infantry. It's now a 3/3. Yeah, we'll take this trade now. I mean, we kind of have to. Opponent's going to equip. Alrighty. We can win the game now, right? Yeah. Let's sacrifice a non-token creature. Good game, opponent. I mean, they kind of... or we win the game or force a chump. Excuse me, not win the game. We force them to chump the Tonberry with one of their creatures. They go for the infantry, then we know they have... Okay, they're all white cards in. Yep. One more turn. Decline. Alright, that was a very handy plains when needed. By making them sacrifice, we currently have a menace creature, and then a first touch death strike. Or first strike death touch, excuse me. What are they picking up? Artifact card with mana value 2 or less. Nice. 2 creatures again. Okay. They once again are going to have to lose 1 life. Yeah. I was gonna say, no matter what, the opponent has to chump block again. Another turn 1 Tonberry. It's fun, and we have the Akroma's Will. We are currently lacking lands. We'll draw some, right? That's how this works. I'm hopeful. Is there any consideration to deadly disputing the Tonberry in order to hit our land drops? I mean, no, we got Cecil. What do we need? What do we need land drops for? Alright, we have 2 fun turn 1 black cards. Drew them in the wrong order, I think, but it is what it is. I don't know why opponent's upset. Cecil deals damage to me, too. Okay. Job select. They'll get to gain a little bit of life. And that's a chump from the opponent already. Ow. We'll plain cycle. Because that Blessing of the Oracle, that Akroma's Will, is going to come in a lot of handy with our double strike vigilant flying lifelink Cecil Redeemed Paladin. We'll go ahead and discard a card. Let's make it the Gaius. We have to draw black in order to be able to cast this. Yeah. Versus, I mean, the Deadly Dispute is just not getting good here. But I think this is currently better. Let's keep the pressure up. Opponent decides not to block. Even better. And so we'll go ahead and pass. Ooh, that's unfortunate. What are they gonna pick? I wonder. Doesn't matter. Haha! Comes back tapped. Come at me, opponent. We can also kill the Pridal Garuda, although it's not. Ooh. For example, I'm tempted to. It does get to attack next turn, and I'd like to keep up the pressure with Cecil. However, there's gonna be better things to kill. They could double block here. It's an option. Let's name Black. And pass, holding up Overkill. They can attack if they'd like. I don't think they will. Opponent did buy 2 turns from us. And again, this was a card that we were looking for. Draw 2, lose 2, make a Black Mage, and Wizards get +1/+1. Or +1/+0, and gain lifelink. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. My turn. I mean, let's attack in. Opponent's already chump blocking. We have a kill spell in hand, a protection spell in hand. They're going to lose their Garuda. They do have a handful of cards. I am nervous. Pay 1, draw 1, and then each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice and loses 4. Okay. Opponent spent their whole turn on that and is now tapped out. Alright, well. Let's just go for it. Untap and flip. Now, I could keep up the protection spell there, but I think it's better to just get out the other creature because now we win next turn with this. So, you know, maybe the protection was better in that sense. They probably have some kind of removal spell. But worst case scenario, we can get value for our creature dying. The Toneberry puts in so much chip damage work when you get it on turn 1. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the Deadly Dispute has not been playing super well in our deck. That's okay. It's not like our 5-mana black demon thing would also play good. Okay, opponent. And good game. So cool. Akroma's Will for the win. Cecil Redeemed Paladin leading the way. Good game, opponent. You didn't stand a chance. Turn 1 Tonberry. You know, I've heard that this card is really good on turn 1. Something about it just makes me want to cast it. And then we have a slow hand, though. We have a 3-drop kill spell, and then a couple of 4-drops. Oy, 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 oy. We do have the double black, though. We have a majority black hand. I'm okay with this. I'm hoping we'll draw a 2-drop in time. Opponent does go first. And they mulligan. Even better. We love when our opponents mulligan. Ideally mulligan again, opponent. Yikes. They're in bronze? They must have some ridiculous deck. That's actually terrifying. Arena put us in this game just so he could knock us down a peg. Oh man, I'm so scared now. Okay, swamp and nothing. We draw a 4-drop. I'd rather a 2-drop. I would take a 3-drop. I guess if you had to give me a card, I'd rather the I'm okay with the 4-drop. But if you're gonna give me the 4-drop, I also kind of need the land, you know. We do not draw the 2-drop. We do draw 3. Maybe I complain too much. Opponent has hit 3 land drops and has not cast a spell yet this turn. There we go. They cast a do-nothing artifact. We love to see it. We are going to get down Kane. This could potentially fix their draw. Let's So I don't think we're going to hit them. Because it draws cards and makes them trash. Wow, that was fast. Sacrifice an artifact, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Ramp in white? Impossible. How does that even work? It's crazy. Good for opponent. They managed to flip it on their first go. I'm actually upset. We would really like to draw. Are they going to kill Kane? Let's go! We eat up a removal spell. We top deck a land. We're going to final days for the 2/2/2s. Yeah, we're absolutely going to final days. Let's go wide. We'll go wide. Next turn we can Weapons Vendor to try to get the land. Or, depending on what they play, if it's just play one big bomb that does nothing when it enters, please. Please, opponent. Please. Do me this favor. No, that does nothing. Oh, I guess it exiles a card? Okay. Cool. Yeah, we never did get the thing that brings stuff back from our graveyard to us, our hands. That would have been good. We got blue card instead. They're doing that on their turn? I guess trying to hit land, potentially? We'll go ahead and Weapons Vendor. I don't think it's better here, but I think it's okay. Let's see what we draw. Maybe I should have kept up the mana. Represent a trick. I don't mind trading off one of our 2/2s for their 3/2 right now. They're at 18, and they do have 2 food tokens. But they have that cooking campsite, meaning they're going to make a very wide board very strong soon. This is a Fate's Chosen deck. This is the deck that's going to make the 4 2/2s. Okay. Put a 1/1 counter onto it. So we'll wait for them to sacrifice those 2 at instant speed and then kill it. We might just kill it in advance, but I do want them to use... No, never mind, they're doing it right now. Okay. And another? Do it. Yeah, back up to 20, opponent. Look at you. You're killing it. I mean, I want to curve out quite badly. But I think we should just take that out of the way. Go for the tempo hit. I guess I could have Gaius there. That would have taken up 4 mana. And we sacrificed like the Weapons Vendor in order to get rid of that. That might have been smarter. Yeah, there we go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I kind of want to attack. Yeah. I think we still attack. We see how much they're able to trade off. Because, again, they get down an artifact, and that cooking campsite can really take over the game here. But was I right? Crystal's chosen, not Fate chosen, excuse me. Never mind, opponent is playing it easy. So we'll go ahead and also do this. We'll put that onto the Weapons Vendor. Make it a little bit of a stronger card. They can hit us for a bunch. Oh my god! What? That's 12 damage. I mean, I've got to take it, right? They had 2 in a row? Is that just game? That might just be game. That might just be game. We can get them to 6, get them to 4, and hit block 2 of the block 5 damage, take 9, still take too much. If I keep all of these back, we can block profitably just 1, that's 9 damage, and then there's still too much there. So we're pretty much just dead. I should have attacked in the token. I don't know what I'm doing. We lose a 2-2, they lose a 2-2, you know? Or we just keep the 3-2, I guess. Do we have an enchantment creature? No. So let's make them lose an enchantment. That's so scary. Alright, Akroma's Will. One time off the top. I think we survived this turn? No, we don't. We absolutely don't. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We did such a good job of clearing their board each time. Because this is game, right? Block here. Block here. Block here. Block here. Block here. We take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we lose too much. If I block here, then I lose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's just game. Oh my god, and then the frickin' Albed triggers just demolish us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2 crystals chosen in a row? That is backbreaking. Decent curve. No turn 1 Tonberry. I know. It hurts. But that's okay. We don't have a double black or double white card at the very beginning. We have yet to see Gix, like even once, which hurts. We've only gotten to play a Chroma's Will once, and it was when we were already doing pretty well in the game. Nope, still no Gix. Gix. Ride the Shoe Puff. 2 mana whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. 7 mana becomes an enchantment in addition to its other types. I don't know if I want to trade blows back and forth. I just don't think that's going to be super beneficial. We're not really ramping into anything. We can also tap that down if they keep putting lands on it in order to get through with our Namazu Trader. Yeah, is Kane just a... I'm like scared to attack with this. Okay. Opponent's building a big board. I mean, I guess we can too. I almost want to do this just to draw some cards. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nice. We drew some cards. We needed the card draw. 2 mana, draw 2, make 2 tap treasures. It's not bad. It is not bad. And now we can also block it, which is kind of fun, with our Cloudbound Moogle. Unless they want to put the counter on it? No. We did give them a creature, too. Gladiolus, gross. They have yet to make a token. But they're going off with their counters. Yeah, I should probably put it on Kina because I want to kill Gladiolus anyway. Okay. They're going to draw 4. Yeah. That's better than what I did. Gross. Opponent refilled their hand entirely, and we gave them treasure generation. I mean, this is going to hurt on the way back. But I'm just kind of going with it. Let's see how it goes. I mean, we'll be able to kill whatever they swing at us. We can also limit break next turn and just go for the kill. Especially if they hit us with Kane. Okay. If we can limit break next turn to go for the kill, we can tap down whatever their big thing that they attack us with this turn. They might still have up removal, which is going to suck. So let's get down a blocker at least. Nice. That would have been good 1 draw go, but it is what it is. Because if we have 2 flyers, I mean, let's see what they do. They have 4 treasures as well. That was kind of a crazy exchange. Opponent is reading the card. They're like, wait, this is great. Oh my lord. What a guard. Okay. This was our testing out Kane, seeing how it goes. Are they gonna put it on Kane? There's no way. No, because there's also the card draw aspect. We do need to stop before combat. I would like to tap down their biggest thing. I will almost certainly tap down their biggest thing. Okay. Okay. They have a trampler. Scary. Do they have a ramp spell now to give something else trample? That's what I would imagine. I almost want them to attack with both, though. Okay. Next turn, creatures get trample. Also scary. Nothing with reach yet. They still have 6 mana, 7 mana. Town Greeter, that's fine. They already played their land for turn. Scary creatures, life gain, reach, terrifying. We don't have the fire. We need Kane to hit us. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's tap down that. Pass to combat. Pass to attackers. They don't want to hit us with Kane. We kind of need them to. They are representing a trick here. Great. Oh, we need one more flying damage. Shoot. Well, now that's interesting. I mean, yeah, I'll pass the blockers. What is this? Well, we'll see. One way or another. They are in Gruul. I would expect a combat trick. Planning on Fate of the Suncrist. I don't think they realize Kane loses flying. Actually, Cloudbound Moogle plus... Yeah, I'll take 7. Right? We go to 4? Is there a deal 4 direct damage? I don't think so. So then, what next turn? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is enough for 5 plus 10. Okay. We're down to 4. We have the mana for the win and the cards for the win. I'm terrified. Instant speed kill spell, maybe? I just don't know what it would be. Nothing has reach. And we try to win again? Does it work? 8-3 go for damage? We're 1 mana lacking from... If they have a reach trick, they should do it on Fat Chocobo because I can't tap it down. Oh, we did this after blockers anyway. You got anything about it? Do I win? Come on! Come on! Come on! Show me the win! Zagreus, the fight's been good. I let you draw cards and make treasures, but at what cost? You lost 4 life and that will be your undoing! Come on, you got it or you don't? You've got it or you don't. We're past blocks. Exile top 2, sure. Tifa, Town Greeter, go to damage. Get wrecked. Get wrecked! Boom! Let's go. Tifa's... Hey, we finally have Gix. Love to see that. Tifa's Limit Break also has now won us 2 games, for those who are keeping track. Let's go ahead and play this on black. That way we have the double black in time for Gix. And we can hopefully 2-drop, 3-drop, draw a card. That would be amazing. Let's see what opponent has for us. And then into the 4-drop. Wow, we're actually curving quite well. Oh no! That hurts so much. Fortunately, I don't think it's worth attacking here. Or is it? They're incentivized to trade up. And we will... There's less of a chance that they'll be able to block Gix then next turn. Let's do it. Yeah, make a 1/1. We're going to try our best to keep opponent's board nice and clean so that we can hopefully be drawing some cards. Unless they have overkill right here and I'll feel silly. I always feel silly. Oh my goodness. Never mind, they have a 4/1. Well, now I feel silly because we could have tapped down the 4/1, gotten in with Gix, or made them chump. Alas, we keep playing. That was rough. Is what it is. I think what we'll do next turn is attack first with the 2/2/2s, and then use Cloudbound Moogle to put a counter on whichever one doesn't trade for the sword. This is only equip pay 3 life. It's kind of cool. We passed one of those in our draft. 3 life is a lot, especially in a limited format, but it doesn't cost mana, which is pretty great too. Wow. And they, what did I say about keeping their board clear? Clearly it does not matter. Okay. What you got for us, opponent? Trading off? Sounds good to me. More incentivized now to play this and just make them lose one of their creatures. Definitely more. Sacrifices a creature token. Go ahead, opponent. Which would you like to sacrifice? Good choice. Unfortunately, we're running out of action. Opponent still has a bunch of cards in hand. They have... I mean, we went first. So let's see if they hit their land drop. Their cards have been more bodies for less cards, which is trading up on our resources. This Gix has not been able to get in quite yet. Let's see, the activation cost is 7 to discard cards and get free spells. Brutal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana currently. We could get the 7th, although we won't have any cards in hand to steal their spells. Yep. Yep. Okay. And we're stuck. Well, that's brutal. We do have the 7th card now. Doesn't matter too much. I think we're gonna give it to... explicitly because this can get it through the Wall of Omens, and it doesn't trade anymore with Albed's Salvagers. We're still not attacking with it, but Cloudbound Moogle, yeah, they're going to want to remove anyway, but they'll probably remove Gix here. It's too strong, especially as we're about to hit that 7th mana sweet spot. Do we have a way of getting rid of the white Auracite? Okay, that works. To get rid of the white Auracite... I don't think so. Brutal. Actually, we have Fate of the Suncrest can destroy non-land permanents in general. Okay. I'm just getting a little aggressive. I do still have a 4/1. Oh man. And a Fatal Push. Okay. If they attack here, I think we trade. Yeah, because then we can Final Days for a lot more guaranteed next turn. Yeah. Get our 3/2/2s, play out a land, because I don't know what else we would hold it for. I don't think we have anything that discards to draw. Here's an example where we wouldn't mind a Cane. because we just kind of desperately need the card draw, even if it gives our opponents that in the future. Yeah. Oh, and they can pay 1 to equip the greatsword instead of the life. That's nice too. Hit for 5. Ow. Oh, goodness. Tonberry. Not particularly impactful, but I suppose it's okay. Let's hold this so that it looks like we have something. At this point, we're going to try to bluff out the Brutal. They're using removal spells on our generic 2/2s now, though, which can only be good against double strike. Oh, we're so dead. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. Okay, we chump. I don't know what else to do there. Yeah, because we could have triple blocked, so that's why they Fate Slash. Oh no. Oh no, the flood is so real. We're down to 28% chance to draw a land. Our opponent stopped at 6 lands and got a removal mana rock. And here we are, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. We've drawn 3 more dead cards than they have. I mean, I guess here we take 8. Next turn we can chump again. Oh, and they get to return. Reading the card explains the card. I'm pretty tilted at this point. I'm pretty tilted at this point. Yeah, now they'll give everything lifelink. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is brutal. What's our top deck gonna be? Oh, good. Maybe we can cheese him out and get 7. Yeah. That's pretty much game, isn't it? Yeah. They can just swing in with 2 of their creatures. We can't even block well. Good game. We are 4-2, and we thankfully have just barely made back our entry fee once you consider the cards that we actually drafted. Ideally, we get 1 more win, and then we are officially up in terms of gems. But worst case scenario, you know, we've had a blast, and we did hit the marker of we made back 90% of our entry fee and effectively just paid 100 gems for 3 packs worth of drafting, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and play this on white. That way we have double of both colors. We've got a nice 2, 3. This is really a 5 drop more than anything else. That's terrifying. Turn 1, Zaz's Chocobo. This is an 0/1 bird that whenever a land they control enters, it gets a 1/1 counter. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And here they have some guaranteed land drops coming up. Never mind, they milled. They completely whiffed. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I kind of want the Death Toucher to start getting in for damage, but I feel like we're going to be trading sooner than later. And if this becomes a 2/3, then it's a better double block for us, isn't it? Alright. Well, they played the Town Greeter to probably hit their next land drop. If this becomes a 2/3, and we've got the 2/2 Death Touch, at least they likely wouldn't trade for it, right? Let's keep this back. Okay. Okay, we played Ahriman and Horror. Yeah, they did have the land. Let's see if they want to make the trade or not. This it's a 3-mana sack outlet. I just don't think that's particularly good. Definitely want to hit them here. I mean, guess we go for the Ahriman. That might have been better for them because now they might just have bigger things in hand. I don't know. That could have been a misplay. I'm a little nervous. The Zaz's Chocobo can get so big so quickly. Especially if they're hitting land drops and, yeah, consistently. Just ramping in their big ramp deck. Okay, okay. Here we are with our aggressive start, not actually getting what we need to. Well, that's a bummer. Do not hit the land that we wanted to right there. This gives everything trample. That's also rough. Kind of want to kill it this turn. But I'd really like to get down the Albed Scavengers. And what, we just take a hit? No. Let's make moves. We're going to put down the Albed Scavengers. At least let's hit our land drop while we're at it. So now we're in a little bit of a better position, and when things die, we can just trade off here. Although I'd rather Deadly Dispute for it. Okay, Birdie's gonna get big. So we might want to just chump there. And I think that's okay. We'll take 6 trampled over. Gain a 1, drain a 1. Yeah, they still have the trampling, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now we're getting too much white, but that's alright. No attacks. Fortunately, we are stuck in a defensive position. That Death Toucher was going to end up being more useful. Good to know. In general, I think Death Touchers have been doing fairly well in this limited format. They're just good to stop the aggressive decks, and otherwise they are effectively kill spells. I mean, I think we kill this. It's on turn 3, so next turn is the last turn. Okay, no blocks. Ow. That hurt. Okay. Glad we didn't kill it. Probably gonna have to kill it next turn. Let's go ahead. Trample is just gonna continue happening. Get rid of this 1/1. Gain, drain, draw a bit. Nice. I think we're just gonna go ahead and kill that. And just be done with it. Get some gains and drains. Nice, nice. Love to see that Chroma's Will. That's kind of fun. Fortunately, I don't think we're quite wide enough. Do I want to put the Paladin's Arms on someone else? The Albed Scavengers is tempting. But I also kind of feel like we need to... Okay. Lifelink, Flying Vigilance, and Double Strike. That's 2, 4, 5, 6... Or... Excuse me. It's early in the morning. 4, 8, 12... This 3 is going to be 6. So let's decline. Can we survive 1 turn? 4, 8, 12, plus 6 is 18. That's unfortunate. Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card. Darn. Okay. 4, 8, 12, 14. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll make a treasure. Next turn we can kill them. No attacks. Next turn we can kill them both because this will add the extra power, but also the treasure will allow Albed Scavengers to do a little bit more. That's good. Let's find Death Toucher. Still no flying blockers, thankfully. Chroma's Will. Really, we're hanging on by a gosh darn thread right now. Fight spell, kill spell. What have we got? Yeah, Chocobo Kick. Okay. We lose some of the toughness, or some of the power, but we do get a drain. Uh-huh. They don't have lethal. Drain them for another 14. So that's 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. It's Xaxes. Perfect. Opponent has nothing, and we Flying, Vigilance, Double Strike for the win. Good game, opponent. That was... Yeah. We rely on 2 tricks and 2 tricks only. I think I've been playing this deck a little wrong. I keep trying to trade off creatures, when realistically I think I should just be an Chroma's Will waiting room. This hand is fine. We really want to draw a black source, but if we draw even just a 3rd land, we're okay. And we did. For example, we should not try to be trading this off. We should just try to build a big enough board that we can deal 20 immediately. Okay, I was wondering what that stick was. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and get down. We'll just go for the Albed. Just in case they start firing off kill spells. I doubt it, but wow. Opponent's really going for it. They have to be missing a color. I would assume black with the amount of, based on the Grand Pulse Ochu. There we go. Removal spell. I mean, this works. We get to curve out a little bit better. And the 4 cycling. No attacks. I can also play this waiting game. Well, this is awkward. I think we're gonna go for what is a little bit bigger. No attacks. I could have done the curl in order to then tap down the Cactuar. The Cactuar. That actually would have been kind of funny if that's all opponent has to do. Wow, 5 mana? That was it? What do they have in their hand? Entirely their other color. We should be getting in for damage. Yeah, we're gonna start getting in for damage. Opponent doesn't have anything. That was a miscalculation on my part. Probably should have started there. Let's continue applying pressure. They have been missing their 2nd color this entire game. Yeah. We got there, we figured it out. And now we're alright. 6-2. Better lucky than good. Wow. What a hand. Alright, let's keep this. I feel like we got a Cecil on turn 1, but I would like to be able to Gix on turn 3. Okay. Okay. We're not going to Cecil turn 1 because we want to hit Gix on turn 3, because on the play we're slightly more likely to not have a blocker in our way. And that would be fantastic. Worst case, opponent puts down a blocker. We can play around it, or figure out a way to get through still. Play out our good cards. Okay, opponent. Opponent does have a 1/4. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Well, I think we're still gonna flood the board a bit then instead. That hurts though. We can, if we draw another land, go for Gaius van Baelsar and just make them sacrifice this blocker. Although I don't think that's going to be the right play. I would assume, oh, is it? Is it with this 1/4? This is not a particularly good card. This is just a 1/4 that gets +3/+0 when you have 7 or more lands. It is an artifact creature for the artifact deck. Although blue-red is generally mana value 4 or greater spells. Next turn also we can play the Gix, and then they either have to block with Cecil to stop us from drawing a card, or we are able to get in. Never mind, they're going to use a removal spell right here. Does work. Do I Gix here and go for the land? That's can't be the right answer. We'll toss down the Gix though. No attacks. That is it's a big body, that's for sure. Next turn we can tap it down though and get in with both, unless they play another creature, which they likely will, but that's okay. We do have the Deadly Dispute to get rid of Cecil, although Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, yeah, it just doesn't untap during its untap step, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Cool. Nice, they hit their land drop. Creature spells they have will gain haste as well. And they have another creature. Alright, board's getting a little crowded, which is unfortunate. I think here we are going to go ahead and try to hit our land drop. Thank you. We'll just go for Kane. At this point, we are unfortunately back to being in a Chroma's Will waiting room. Yep, creature gets haste. We've played some good stuff. Opponent has just... Here I am talking crap about this 1/4, and it's just completely blocking our board. Oh, here we go. Item Shopkeeper is going to give this Warrior's Sword Menace when it attacks. This is just a job select equipment, so it makes a 4/3, and then this will give it Menace. This does not give it haste, notably, because it's the next creature spell that you cast this turn, and they cast an equipment that made a creature. Very, very different, I know. I think we are just going to remove that, though. We don't have much better to do with our turn. Notably, Kane will draws cards, but I don't think we want opponent to get that at the moment. So we're going to go here. We're going to sacrifice an enchantment. No, because that's going to die anyway. Creature token. Make them lose that. They would have to re-equip if they wanted to. I don't think it's worth attacking with Kane. Especially because now opponent has a much smaller board. It's 5 to equip. They could spend their whole turn equipping this. I don't think that's going to be their answer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is about to become a 4/4, which is kind of annoying. But we can tap down their 1/4 and then swing in with some of our other creatures. But let's see what opponent plays. They will likely play a creature. This is limited. They have access to 6 mana and 3 cards in hand. I would be surprised if they didn't have creatures in their hand. Funny enough. Although, if it is a creature, please make it a small creature. Nice. Like that. Are they going to attack in? Get that Surveil? Opponent is. It might be 2 blue spells that they have stuck in hand. In which case, no. Remember, I thought maybe they wanted another island. Apparently, opponent does not care enough. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to tap this down. We're going to play this out. And we're going to swing in, not with Kane. I don't want to give opponent cards. I don't want to give opponent treasures. And we have made it to our Chroma's Will. Nice. Let's see if we can win the game. That's 4, 5, 4, 8, 12. But this is whenever it deals combat damage, so it's actually only 10. 4, 8, 10, 14. Definitely more than 16. Excellent. Opponent. Can't tell what they've got. Can't tell what they've got. We're just going to go for it. GG's up. They concede. Chroma's Will is a good card. 7-2. What a trophy. Another trophy deck. Did not expect that at all, to be completely honest. Gix did not play out as well as I thought it would. Still a cool card. Kane. Not a good card to have in your limited decks. I don't recommend it. You give it to the opponent. Oh, excuse me. I got rid of it. It makes it so that they're all of a sudden able to just draw cards and make treasures. What was our other rare? Oh yeah, Cecil. Very good card in limited. We only got to flip it, I think, once. It's a kill on sight. Opponents hated it. Tonberry did so much work. Oh my goodness. Turn 1 Tonberry was fun. It got in for chip damage. It was a must kill spell at a certain point, which was funny. Curl, honestly, overperformed. I did not expect it to be that good, but its ability did come in handy a few times. Reno and Rude sucked. Albed's Salvagers, I think, is fun. I liked it a lot. Paladin's Arm is fine. Weapons Vendor is okay. Namazu Trader, okay. Final Days did well. Gaius Van Belsar, also, I was very impressed with. The make them sacrifice, but not necessarily us, does come up, and that is value. Fate of Sunchrist is great. Overkill, of course. Yeah, the removal spells are all good. But let's talk about the two best cards in our deck. Wow. This ended up being... I thought this might have been a sacrifice deck. We didn't get there. It's fine. We don't need sacrifice. Akroma's Will is a game-ending card. Towards the end there, when we figured it out, we became just an Akroma's Will waiting room. We cast our creatures, we get in for some chip damage. Once we hit the magic number of 10 power and no flyers on the other side, we Akroma's Will, Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, and just get in for an absurd amount of damage. Secondarily, Vincent's Limit Break. Oh my god, this did so good. Just, our opponents would see us chipping in with Tonberry, wouldn't block it, wouldn't care, it's just 2 damage, who cares? They tap out, they tap out, they tap out, boom. All of a sudden, it's 7 damage going through for 5 mana. Granted, it's a one-time thing, it is expensive, but it blows them out. We had that one fantastic game where our opponents at 8, so even then Vincent's wouldn't kill them, but our Cloudbound Moogle was able to not only have flying in order to get in, but had the 1/1 counter necessary to do the 8 damage for the kill. These two combat tricks really just put in so much work. It kind of shows you we are in lower tiers right now. Nuts and Bolt Limited, you want to be watching out for combat tricks. You want to be able to sniff out, what does my opponent have? Why are they making an attack that doesn't necessarily make sense? I think Final Days could be a really fun build around. Maybe one day we'll draft a full deck around this. Overall, I had a blast. Wow. Cards, just be good at combat. Do good math. That's all you need. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the deck. Leave a comment below if you saw any misplays, if you saw something in the draft that I needed to change, or if you have a Black-White Sacrifice deck that worked. I'm always happy to know. I'm always trying to improve. Let me know what works for you and what doesn't. And as always, have a great rest of your day. Hey you. Yeah, you. You should watch another video. Yeah, that one right there.